talk, not a talk. I can't over everything. Real talk, not a talk. I can't over everything. Real talk, not a talk. I can't over everything. Real talk, not a talk. I can't over everything. Welcome to the real talk, not a talk. Five brothers conversing, true knowledge, reflecting the spark. It's not a style. Harlem Live, New York, and with the official realness blowing off the charts. So let's fly to the dirty south. Let's see what's shaking. Judas Great, Georgia Live, straight from making dollar bill. Will y'all? Yes, sir. See, Dallas, Texas. Let's wait, no controversy. Let's keep going. Super Day, the OG. San Diego, the Yale Kid, the OG. I know y'all got a film on Frisco KID. Faithful, all faithful, Silverado KEV. It's history in making. You don't know the biz. Deep sizzle. Said it best, I know what it is. It's real talk, not a talk. Not a gang over everything. And you know how we live. Real talk, not a talk. A gang over everything. Real talk, not a talk. A gang over everything. Real talk, not a talk. A gang over everything. Real talk, not a talk. A gang over everything. Real talk, not a talk. A gang over everything.
San Francisco!
All right. What's going on, Empire? What's going on, fellow faithfuls? We want to welcome you guys to another live broadcast, Real Talk 9 to Talk. And today we're going to get into a few things. For one, we see TB12 is still lurking, you know. I guess some in this fan base just can't get over it. It was a dream. It was all a dream. All right, and we got John Lynch back at it again, man. Just can't stop calling these guys out to the media. But we're going to talk about it, man. We're going to talk about it. Definitely going to talk about it. And then finally, to today's topic of discussion, Brother Trey. You know, and the disrespect just continues, and tonight we're going to talk about it. We're going to get to the bottom of it, you know? And yes, this is the home of that official realness, Real Talk 9 to Talk. Nobody brings you that unfiltered, unabashed, unapologetic, Real 49 to Talk, like the crew here at Real Talk 9 to Talk. All right. So, without any further ado, time to introduce the crew. Give me a second here, guys. Okay, there it is. Let's get it. Hey. All right, and from the west side, the best side, we're going to take it on over to San Diego to the Dago Kid. Let's give it up, y'all, for Super Dave, the OG. Let's give it up, y'all, Super Dave. All right. We're going to take it down to the dirty South, Georgia. From the Mac Town, we'll let it Mac down. Let's give it up, y'all, for you the great. You the great, y'all. Yeah. And last, but damn sure not least, it is your host, Niner Style. Yes. And then there was 3. All right, guys, time to drop it.
Welcome to the home of that official realness. Let's get it in with Real Talk, Niner Talk.
Yeah. Let's talk about it, fellas. Let's talk about it.
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, man?
What's going on is I'm waiting for this number 10 mess to finally be over.
But hey, look, you don't have long, man. They're gonna put up. Hey, look, they're gonna make all our dreams come true. Hopefully by tomorrow.
Yep.
I cannot wait. Yesterday was a blockbuster day for us, even though it didn't involve us. We finally get rid of the Aaron Rodgers talk. $200 million for 4 years to finish second.
Right on. Well, inadvertently, we were involved.
Yeah, and no more Russell Wilson in the division.
And on top of
it itself.
And on top of that,
all right for that. Go ahead, Jew. I'm sorry, brother.
Hey, on top of that, with those 2 big chess pieces leaving the board, the stock for Jimmy G just rose to the top.
Hey, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we might goddamn get some good compensation for Jimmy G.
You know what, Drew? We're going to give you a Don DeMarco.
Don DeMarco.
Yeah, man, we're going to start off the show giving out Don DeMarcos. That's the way I like it, man. It's the way I like it.
Earlier in the day, it was New Orleans on the hot seat for Jimmy G, but I can't see that happening because Jameis Winston had a good year before he got hurt. So why would you trade for Jimmy G there?
Yeah. You're right.
Taysom Hill isn't going to win you many ball games, but you got a quarterback that's already familiar with the system there. Of course, they got a new head coach.
Yeah, the system's going to change. That Sean Payton ain't that no more. So that system's going to change.
That's true. That is true. Things are going to look a lot differently in the league now.
And right now, New Orleans got to move a lot of pieces to bring Jameis back. They cap is all messed up.
Well, their cap was messed up last season, but because of COVID and everything, they were able to keep it in check. You're right. They're not going to be able to pay everybody. And Taysom Hill's in trouble because I don't think they're going to have that style of offense where it's Gadgety and him to come in with that new head coach. I think he's going to rip Payton's system apart. They're in the process of rebuilding themselves.
Right. And then they got
Good.
They got a lot of money going out to left tackle Armstead. They got a lot of money going out to Jordan, Lattimore, Michael Thomas. Mm-hmm. All them dudes getting paid real healthy, man. So unless they start moving some of them pieces around, they really can't go out and do much either. So they might have to trade for a quarterback.
Well,
Michael Thomas might be a trade casualty because he wanted out last season.
Right.
Yeah, I was about to say, he don't even want to be there. Michael Thomas doesn't even want to be there. You give him a hefty contract, and he doesn't want to be there.
Right.
You know, didn't he get into a fight with a couple of guys?
Yeah.
He did. A couple of teams.
So that shit over there is that shit over there is crazy, and we don't need that over here, man.
Mm-mm.
You know, please don't bring that shit over here.
And man, I seen Russell Wilson win-loss record against us. The dude was 17-4.
Yeah.
So I'm glad his ass gone.
Me too. I wish we could have beat on him a little bit before he left, but it is what it is, man. He was a thorn in our side, man.
We'll get to play him this year.
It's not like they've been blowouts. They've been close every time.
That's true. That is true.
Hey,
they really haven't.
Not every time. Not when the Legion of Boom was there. They blew us out a few times in Seattle.
Under Harbaugh.
I credit that more with their defense more than him beating us. When they started to break apart, he started to beat us with his arm and his legs.
Yeah, that scrambling and extending plays.
But guess what? And the words of D Sizzle, bye. He gone. Sayonara.
Now we will see him next season. We got to play Denver.
Don't let the doorknob hit you.
It's all right. Look, I'd rather see him once than twice.
Right.
He's got a better arsenal there. He's got a younger team. He's got very talented receivers there.
Yeah.
But guess what?
That defense
ain't our damn problem.
No.
Yeah, he on the other side now, man. Who cares?
I'm just saying in terms of when we face him, it's not going to be a cakewalk.
It's all right. We'll be ready.
It went from a W to a question mark.
It's all right though. But listen, guys, I gotta cut the beat. She's in the building.
She's your queen to be, a queen to be forever.
And of course, no broadcast is ever official without the queen. Give it up, y'all. For
Panama.
Queen.
Yes.
In the building. She is in the building. Yeah, so, like I said, man, getting back onto today's topic, we got some things to discuss, man. We got our brother Trey here, and, this fan base and, the disdain that they have for a kid who's done nothing but come in, be a consummate professional, try to learn the playbook, and dares to be great.
Now you see everybody talking him up this week. especially during the combine.
Yep.
But if you want a measure of how the team really feels about him, you only need to go to Brandon Ayuk. Because all last season, when everybody else was complimenting Jimmy, yep, he was silent.
Well, he's the only one that kept it 100, as we said.
Right.
He kept it a stack. You know.
And that subliminal diss about please throw the long ball, that was nothing but a shot at number 10.
But of course, absolutely. Well, look, guys, we got a few real talkers in the building. I'm going to let a few more pile in before we get into the roll call. And I appreciate you guys who have gotten in early, you know, for your support, you know.
We appreciate you coming off Twitter and checking the wire every 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know, man.
You're all doing that.
Everybody's doing it, man. But it's gonna happen, man. I think Jimmy will be out of here before the weekend.
Right.
You know, I think something will be something should be solid.
Tomorrow will be nice, but
yep. I think they're gonna pull that trigger tomorrow. We probably wake up in the morning to some news.
Right. Well, you know, you remember we 3 hours ahead, so
right,
you know, that can go down anytime. Shit, it might go down while we on. You know,
I'm telling y'all right now.
I will party harder than I did at Mardi Gras last week.
I'm gonna be at work. If the news come through while I'm there, I'm hopping out the forklift and I'm doing the James Brown split and come back up and everything.
They will come and get you with the cape. Please don't go. Come and get you with the cape. Yeah, that's what they be doing me, boy. Listen, I'd be too happy, man. Too happy, man. But real quick, guys, let's get into a little open discussion. Something I wanted.
All right.
All right, man. I mean, and y'all guys tell me if I'm being a little too sensitive, if I'm being too abrasive, you know, feel free to chime in. But John's got to stay out the media.
Man,
this is Lynch again.
Right. Man, but we know they do this shit. They did the same thing last season with IU.
That's what I'm saying. Come on, man. Stop. Like, when is that shit ever a good thing?
But
what good becomes of that?
You remember they also, when they first got here, they did the same thing with Trent Bryan too, about his weight.
Yeah, but when is going to the media?
I go back to that Philly game though. He didn't run correctly. He ran upright. He got blasted, and we pretty much didn't see him for most of the season after that. So there may be some truth to what he said.
Oh, which game you said? The Philly game he got hurt?
Week 2.
The game
he kind of knocked him. Looked like he knocked himself out that game.
Man, he had no broke for like 15 yards. He went to go brace himself, and the man hit him helmet to helmet. I mean, sometimes, dude, you can't
help. The ball also came out. Luckily, we held on to the ball.
I mean, if he got hit in his head like that, I would drop it too. I don't know what you want him to do.
Yeah, but it's an adjustment running from Oklahoma, where you're successful, in Ohio State, where you're used to getting those yards, to the NFL, where those yards may not come as easy.
Right. Well, this is my thing, man. Mm-hmm.
With Trey Sermon, we know he did. We already knew he wasn't as explosive as Mitchell and Mostert, so we couldn't expect for him to come out and take everything to the house. Me personally, watching him, I seen him make good cuts, good reads. To me, he was finding holes better than Mitchell was. To me, basically, they just didn't give him this opportunity.
Well, I think
to me, he ran more upright than Mitchell. He didn't really take advantage of hiding behind his blockers like most running backs.
Well, I'm pro Trey Sermon, and I'm going to be honest out and say he didn't blow me away this season. With,
right.
He had a couple of decent scatters here and there, but he didn't blow me away at all in any of his,
He didn't get many opportunities to show nothing really.
That could be it too. But my whole thing on this particular matter is, granted, Dave, you have a point. Maybe there's some truth to what Lynch is saying, but what do we benefit by going to the media? How does that make player coach ownership, management relations better? I mean,
well, maybe
nobody wants to be called out, man.
Well, maybe in his mind, he looking at it like, okay, we said what we said about IU that lit that fire under his tail.
Which I didn't agree with. I didn't agree with that either, but okay.
Right. And they probably looking at it like, okay, that lit a fire under IU, and then he came out and he was a different dude, and hopefully they're doing something to Trey Sermon because. I mean, after they said what they said about him, I've been seeing the boy. He been working out hard, man.
Yeah.
He been getting lean, and he been grinding. So hopefully, it gonna work.
And John still got to learn the transition from a player, Hall of Fame player, to a front office person. I think sometimes he comes off like he's still in the locker room. Challenging guys, and
what year this
that
is?
Doesn't necessarily work on today's player.
What year this is?
22, brother.
2022.
And how long he been in that position?
A couple years.
Couple? Shit. 2017 was a long time ago.
5 years.
It is.
That means that motherfucker should have been made that adjustment.
He's fifth. FIF.
But then again,
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's different from coming from a player and then he went to TV first, and then jump into the GMC.
But still,
Matt Millen thought he could make the transition now, and you see where he is.
But I'm gonna use an analogy. Say you're working at McDonald's 5 years ago,
right? And
now you with the office on the phone. You ain't picking up the damn phone at the office saying, "Do you want fries with that?" 5 years later, you been gone from McD, brother.
Yeah.
That man's supposed to been made that goddamn adjustment.
Yeah. Well, I just don't like it, fella. I don't like
hard, though. It's not just an ordinary player that went into the front office. We're talking about a Hall of Famer who then was kind of a liaison when he was at Denver between the front office and the actual locker room. Still has to have a chance for adjustment. After 5 years, he should be better at that. I get it. But if this works again, it does light a fire under Trey Sermon, then we're benefit. I think we'll all agree that he's going to benefit from the fact that Trey Lance is the quarterback, and they're going to have to pick their poison. Whereas with Jimmy G, we know where the balls go.
Everybody who plays against us knows where the ball's on.
But this is all we trying to say to John Lynch is just please shut the hell up.
Yes. Stop with
y'all
that
was
shit,
doing
man.
So good when you first came with keeping shit in house. Now shit be leaking out like a damn faucet.
Yeah. Well, we got Denise G here, guys, and Denise says it's called motivation. These players can handle it. They are not soft. Yeah, I hear you, Denise.
But some dudes are a little bit more sensitive than others.
Yeah. And I just don't see, well, we got Denise back. She says, do you guys think he will be a Colt?
I'm praying so.
Denise, I hope he a Colt, Saint, and whoever the hell else want him. Buccaneer, who else out here?
Whoever wants
him. I hope whoever want him.
There was a proposed trade scenario. I don't know if there's any truth to this.
Right.
But we would give up Jimmy G and a 4th rounder to the Colts to get D. Buckner back, Quentin Nelson back. That we don't need draft compensation if that's real, which would also make Jim Irsay the dumbest owner in the NFL replacement.
But man, look, boy, that's asking for a lot. That's like giving them $1 and asking for $1 million worth of change back.
Yeah.
They did ask for a lot and got Carson Wentz, and we see he's gone now. It's not like they're impervious to stupid trades.
Man, they do that, then everybody needs to be fired. Ain't no way.
I'm sorry, brother Dave. Run that scenario back again. Run that back to me one more time.
What, the trade scenario?
Yeah.
The trade scenario is we would give them Jimmy G, and a 4th rounder.
Okay.
And I forgot a few pieces. And Josh Hockett. No, it would be Jimmy G, Josh Hockett, a 6th rounder conditional,
and a 7
for D. Buckner, Quentin Nelson, and a 4th.
But
I would take that. I would take that. I would even let them keep their fourth.
I would take that, and you would hit cartoon feet and haul ass with it.
Yes.
But,
yes.
Damn, that's a lot.
That's
D.
a
Buckner
lot.
And Quentin Nelson, that's a lot. He was number one. He was in the first rounder.
And if Buckner comes back, it's
2 first rounders.
If Buckner comes back, it's only 16 million, not 21. He only gets 16 this year, which means you save almost 11 million from the Garoppolo Buckner thing alone. Then you have Nelson to solidify that O line.
I get the business end of it. I'm just saying, listen, I hope you're right. This sounds like a lot to me, but I hope you're right.
I had to do a double take when I read that.
I hope damn, I hope you're right. You're gonna have me now. You're gonna have me. I'm gonna be online, probing into that.
Yes.
Damn, I hope you're right. Shit,
I mean,
that'd be great.
I come from the way the aspect of, come on, man, it's Jimmy G. Ain't no way in the hell these people giving up that much. That's a lot for Jimmy G, dude.
Nelson
and Buckner, but they're willing to gamble. They gave up a lot for Carson Wentz last year.
Well, that's staples on both sides of the ball for us. I mean, you're talking in the trenches, man.
You're going to give up the best guard in the game. The best guard in the game. And one of the best D tackles in the game for a mediocre stopgap quarterback.
Now, if we lose Tomlinson and Quentin Nelson game, that would pan out. But if we could keep both guards, good Lord.
Well, look, listen, I'm not even going to get my mind to thinking no shit like that. If it happens, it happens. But until then.
From your mouth to God's ears, man.
Right.
I'm going to seriously pray to the football gods for that scenario. But I think that's hefty. That's rich. That's rich. But like you said, they're not, they ain't like they haven't done dumb shit in the past.
Right.
Well, let's just hope it's Irsay. Let's hope Irsay as stupid as we think.
But I said we can send them to New Orleans and get Lattimore back.
Right.
New Orleans is crazy. I don't think they're stupid.
And Brother Perk dog. Brother Perk. Perk says you got to look at it like this, Jew. People don't view Jimmy the way we view him. He could have a point there. He
does.
People really think Jimmy's.
I mean, his stock went up once everybody else. The only person that could really just mess Jimmy up is Deshaun Watson.
Right.
True.
We got Denise on our neck tonight, y'all. Good news. Jimmy talks are heating up. As for Adam Shefty.
All right.
Absolutely. So we
let's
talk about Denise.
They stay hot.
Yeah, let's hope they stay hot, and let's just hope some moves are made.
And then there's the Pittsburgh scenario. We would give them Jimmy Garoppolo in exchange for a second rounder and apparently Chase Claypool. I don't necessarily like that scenario because
it's not as
I think the receivers we have are good enough. Claypool from all walks is a prima donna. We don't need a cancer in the locker room.
Right. Hey, fellas, we got our first Miss Cousin in the building. It's Kathy. Give it up for Kathy, y'all. Kathy in the place to be. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I mean, if they're foolish enough to give us those guys, man. I mean, we all, I feel, football is one where in the trenches, man. And if you give us two guys on both sides of the ball,
right,
two studs,
two all-pro studs.
Shit. We talked about last week, fried ice cream. Shit, I got a bridge to sell you. I got two bridges to sell you. They do that. Well, listen, man. Hey, if you like Jimmy, if you like it, if you like it, I love it.
And the thing that they talk up about Jimmy and Indy is guys want to play for him, guys want to win for him. They didn't have that with Carson Wentz. You heard that in Indianapolis. You heard that on his time with Philly. So they're willing to bite the bullet for a guy that's an actual leader, which they need on that team.
Right.
Talent be damned, though.
Right. We got Denise back in the building. Denise says, I hope Jimmy gets traded before the Watson stuff clears up. Hell yeah.
All right.
Damn right. We want that to happen. Watson get back on the market. Forget it. Anybody give us nothing for Jimmy?
As far as the Watson stuff, man, if something was gonna happen with that, it would have been happened by now.
Yeah. Well, I just hope, from her mouth to God's ears.
From his 22 suits, it's down to like 3 or 4 now.
Right.
Is what I'm hearing.
22.
Right.
That bullshit.
And then the 3 or 4 that's still out there, they want money. They want to got them get some bread and got them they go about their business.
They go about their business.
But Watson said he ain't paying nobody nothing.
I am. I mean, listen, if you're innocent, I am. And
he'll look guilty if he paid them. I'm pretty sure people tell him to go ahead and pay him so they can get the hell on.
Just get on with it, right?
But then that's showing some form of guilt.
And that's gonna always be on his jacket. You don't need that shit on your jacket. So we got Panama Queen. She says, per rap sheet, the calls are coming in for limitations.
Let me call.
All right.
Bye.
Take them all. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. I just want to put this out there. You guys know. I mean, I hit Panama every morning, man. Me in Panama, we up. I wake up and we popping shit about the situation and Jimmy. We was livid when we found out about the whole shoulder surgery.
Right.
I said that ain't nothing but him and his rat bastard ass agent trying to hijack the 49ers now. And screw our plans.
Which is stupid because after March 16th, he has no power anyway. But it's a last ditch effort to screw us, man. To give us the big middle finger, man.
And they say Panama got a blow up mattress in John Lynch office.
That ain't true, Panama, is it? Nah. And it's for anybody who follows Panama on social media, man. Let me tell you, man, Panama has some of the craziest. I'm talking about the shit she be posting, man. You gonna crack up. She got a dude wrapped in aluminum foil singing Busta Rhymes, and some broke ass chick supposed to be Panama. Where you be finding this shit? I don't know. She's a wild one, y'all. Yeah. We got Brother Perk. He says Wentz is a bum. I concur.
He had one good season.
I concur. But it's funny, being at getting back on Brother Trey, Jew. We were saying how it's funny how when this guy was coming out of NDSU, nobody had all the skepticism and all these doubts about him. And like I said, I got some interesting sound bites for the tonight's content. So we're gonna get into a lot of stuff. And for those who came in, man, you know what? Y'all in for a real treat, man. Real talk style. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on along with the roll call. Hey. It's the roll call. All right, in the place to be, let's give it up for our homegirl, Denise G. Give it up for Denise, y'all. And not just any old dog, but it's our main man, our brother, Perk Dog.
I have robbed the water alligator.
Give it up for Perk. Yeah, I got Ali over here. Give it a lot, Ali. All right, y'all, let's give it up for Jeffrey Watson. Give it up for Jeffrey, y'all.
What's happening, Jeff?
What's up, Jesse? Thank you for rocking out with Real Talk, Night Talk. Being part of tonight's discussion. And in the place to be, we got our homie, Carmela, a.k.a. Mary. Give it up for Mary. Hey. It's the roll call. All right, guys, let me get through the list here. I know for some. Can you guys go up? I'm getting stuck over here.
That's it.
That's it for now.
StreamYard is acting up. Could have sworn I've seen a few more.
You seen Dave?
Oh yeah, Dave in the building. All right, y'all.
Get
that
back
will
to
conclude
what you said about
the roll
Carson
call.
Wentz. I think you don't get much criticism for his college careers because he started all 4 years, and they keep going back to, well, Trey only had one season. You know, we need more tape. We need to see more.
Man, I don't want to hear that shit because Cam Newton started for one season. Mitch Trubisky started for one season. All these other dudes started for one season, man. They ain't had that same energy, dude. Mac Jones started for one season.
That's right.
So, man, hey, look. Let that man get out there and cook. Let him go out there and prove himself. If he's going to be a buzz, let him show y'all that he a buzz. Right. Don't come out there and just call him a buzz without even seeing the man get out there and do his thing.
And that's what kills me.
Especially after 2 games.
Yeah, you're not even giving the kid a chance, man. I mean, you know, you got a lot of nonsense, man. Let's just look at Trey's numbers, man. You know, for 2 games this season, man. And those are not bad numbers at all for a kid who hasn't played in relatively 2 years. It's not bad at all, man.
To me, those stats look awesome for just 2 games.
2 games, exactly.
For me to get 5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns.
2 interceptions. Man, come on, man. 603 yards.
Right.
Man, look at his passer rating. Yeah. I mean, rushing yards, attempts, TDs. I mean, it looked good to me.
Was 85% of the offense against the Cardinals, man, on the road.
And that was with no real game plan.
No game plan, right. Quarterback power. You never seen Shanahan go for it on 74th downs. That also goes to show you the confidence he has in his kid. You know?
And then when you look at that second game, he was a completely different quarterback from facing Arizona.
Right.
It wasn't necessarily just run first.
Nope.
He showed you he could stay in the pocket. He showed you he had patience, but he also showed you he could still extend plays.
Absolutely.
And if you don't believe us, man, go listen to the rest of the players on the team. Everybody been doing interviews. Everybody been going on IG Live. And everybody just saying great things about the dude.
Right. Brother Perk says Trubisky shouldn't be in NFL. I remember telling everybody how garbage he was before that draft. And now, look, folks don't listen to me. Don't listen to me, though.
When you go back to that first round of that draft.
All right.
Them first
right on, Brother Perk.
Draft, all of them dudes were trash.
Yeah, none of them really turned out to be.
Solomon Thomas, Trubisky, all them motherfuckers. Garbage.
Ruben, Bastard Ruben.
But you know, that was a benefit to us because we did get an extra pick from that. We traded positions so that the Bears could draft him.
That's true. At least it could have been worse. We could have fucked around and drafted him.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been worse. All right, let's give it up for brother Tyron Lewis. Give it up for Tyron, y'all.
What's going on, Tyron?
What's going on, Tyron? Thank you for rocking out with Real Talk, Niner Talk. Yeah, man. So like I say, let's get into some things here, man.
I'm gonna be interested to see what they say after the next couple weeks because he's down right now in Huntington Beach, working on his technique with their quarterback guru.
Yeah, this is a brother here, Tom House.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Trey's out rocking out with Tom House, man.
Ever since we drafted Trey, he been working. He been putting work in. He ain't just been sitting on his hands.
You've never seen him sitting around.
Opportunity.
That's right. He
the
ain't
boy
partying.
Been working ever since he came.
He ain't partying. He ain't bullshitting. He's about his business, man. He's about being a pro, man.
That's exactly what you want to see.
Mm-hmm.
And to think about it, man, his whole life, people been telling him that he can't be a QB, can't be a quarterback. Hey, this man got a chip. Man, it's on his shoulder. He ready to knock that motherfucker off, man, and
we gonna
show y'all
show
what he can do.
Well, let's see what you guys think of Mr. Mike Renner Pro Football Focus says there isn't a better situation for a quarterback to succeed than what Trey Lance will be walking into next fall.
I truly believe that.
Yeah.
I don't think Shanahan's going to set him up for failure.
I don't
and
think so.
now
either.
you got Anthony Lynn there to pushing even more of a blow there.
And at the same time, Shanahan got a whole offseason now to cater his offense to his playing style, and not just a few months or whatever like he had after the draft.
Right. This is true. And this was some nonsense I saw on social media. A poll. Like, what kind of shit is this? How could you say you're faithful and you post shit like this? How long do you give Trey Lance before you turn on him?
Some 2 seasons, half
2 seasons, half season, 1 season.
1 season, 5 or more.
Great, so.
According to these fans, 1 game.
Wow.
And it's just sad that, this is the kind of shit that this kid has to go through. Come on, boy's human, man. He sees this stuff.
And the part about it is, I ain't see these type of polls when we got Jimmy. Didn't nobody say no shit like this.
No. And this is why I get back.
We had to compare Jimmy to.
Hey, look, man, and this is why I get back at Lynch, fellas. Now, you go on the media about these brothers, all the shit, all the stats, all the proof you had to call out Jimmy about things he could do better. You never said one thing to Jimmy. That's why I ain't giving this no pass, man. I ain't giving it no pass. I don't think nobody wants to be called out at their job. Nobody wants to be called out. He could have done the same to Jimmy. Jimmy had plenty of performances, subpar performances that he could have, said the same for Jimmy. He's got to learn to do this better. He's got to learn to do that better. If that's all we're doing is just criticizing and throwing critique.
But if you believe conventional wisdom, that was Lynch's guy more than it was Shanahan's guy. I could see Shanahan's face on the sidelines after series exacerbated. Just why can't we just get rid of him? Never.
But Shanahan wants listen, man. He wants a quarterback that can play the game and do the things that he need him to do. He knows this guy's.
Pull up Perk lad comment.
Brother Perk.
Hey,
man, I hate our fans.
Man, I can't stand some of these motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah. Well, use Twitter. With me, it's Facebook. Teran says, real spill, Perk. Yeah, man. I mean, a true faithful would never post no shit like that. Never.
There's been a disconnect with our fans ever since Steve Mariucci was replaced as head coach. It's just gotten out of hand ever since then. I mean, before then, everybody was of one mind, one opinion there. Now you just got people out the woodwork with all kinds of crazy theories. And that comes from losing over the years.
Right, but I mean, listen, man. At the end of the day, man, that's just not that's just not togetherness, man. I just don't get that. I just don't get it. I understand you lose, you get frustrated or whatever. We point to we point to wherever the ills are that's causing us to lose, and that's where you keep it. But you don't sit here. You don't. I mean, you're talking about a rookie, man, with 2 games, man, and everybody has so much criticism and so much to critique based off such a little sample size.
Man, if you ever want to see what the house divide look like, then just come to this fan base. This shit be divided like a mother.
Hey, Perk, I'll get that to you, man. That's damn, I gotta go back and look that up. I'll get that to you though, man. I'll definitely get that to you. Just hit me on Google, man. We'll figure that out. Now give me the email and I'll send you some of my grooves, man. And thanks for recognizing, brother. Thanks for recognizing, man. But yeah, I kind of want to get into some stuff here. Have some sound bites here, and I got one on Fred Warner, and he's talking about Trey's maturity. He's talking about Trey's maturity, and let's get into this.
You started to see those wow moments that we all talk about, in the practices and, in the couple games that he did play. I feel like he did some great things in those games as well. I can only say from what I watched from the sideline during the game. You know what I'm saying? But going against that kid every single day in practice for sure made me a better player. I think all the DBs, everybody else on the defensive side would say the same thing. I'm really excited. I'm really excited about him. I think his ceiling is really, really, really high. It's just a matter of how high is he willing to take it? I think it's in his hands and whoever is helping him to progress, because he is very young, and it's gonna take not only you can't put the entire burden on him and say, here, you have all the tools, now you better develop, and you better do this, and you better do that, and you better lead this franchise to 6 championships. Whoa, like I'm gonna need some help along the way now.
Give it up to Brother Fred.
I see a lot of our fan base missed that. A lot of our fan base missed that. Like you said, you can't just ask this kid to come in here and put the weight of the world on his shoulders and go win us our 6th championship right away. That's what these fans expect.
It's screwed up and it's unfair. It's unfair to him.
Exactly.
So he's supposed to come in here and do what no quarterback, no rookie quarterback in the league is being asked to come in and win a Super Bowl. That's the golden objective, but everybody knows it's very impractical or improbable, unlikely that's going to happen. So to put that on this kid, man, it's messed up. But you know what? For what it's worth, damn it, I hope Trey do pull it off. I hope he do pull it off. He could flip. He could flip one at some of these bastard ass rap fans we have, or rap bastard fans that we have, and that's what they are. That's what they are. That's what they are. And I want to see their faces. I've been taking lists, man. I've been taking names.
Oh my God, haven't we all?
Screenshotting names just to remember. I'm gonna remember you.
I've been out some damn motherfucker that were getting on here come and say, "Oh, I've been talking about Trey Lance, man."
Yeah. Oh, you gonna get that? You gonna get. Like I said, they rap bastards, man. That's you gonna get. You gonna get that. Bunch of lying, no good mother. No
business, born insecure junkyard mother.
That's some of these fans are. Yeah.
I lost count with how many fans have talked bad about Trey. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you lose track, but I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, like I said, you name a rookie coming into the NFL that has this much weight, this much weight on him, this much pressure on him. Come on, man.
Then I saw a ridiculous post this morning. Jimmy G still here. That just shows how valuable he is to this team.
No, buddy.
It shows that nobody wants him.
Yep.
Well, hopefully we got about 6 to 8 teams that want him.
Yeah, the more the merrier. Please. That just further proves that this is about to take place. Hold on, I'm sorry, my ESPN is going off here. Yeah, I'm on the ticker too, man. I'm watching. But Brother Tyron says it's comical that these fans have high expectations than a first-year 21-year-old over an 8-year vet. Give that brother a round of applause. Thank you, Tyron.
Still makes rookie mistakes.
Yeah. Panama, says Denise. He was on the sideline throwing up his papers in the air. Yeah. Oh, come on, cow. Yeah, did you see that play? What was it? Was it Memphis? No, Tennessee? When Jimmy missed Ayuk, and you saw Cal on the sideline. You see him throw his hands up and walk the other way.
Hey, look, they caught Kyle goddamn taking the goody powder. He had a headache like a motherfucker.
Like, I got to get rid of this motherfucker. God damn.
He was just like, fuck.
You ain't lying about that, Panama. You damn sure started. Now, Panama gonna put a video out. Panama, get us that video now. We know you. Get us that video, Kyle throwing this shit up in the air.
You gonna see her in the back with
you see Panama with that camera in the background, right? Uh-huh. Camilla says, yep, a lot of things that matter in character. Panama Queen, that kid been ready. Give her a round of applause.
I
do. Yes, indeed, Mary. The boy's been ready, and they know it.
Yep.
He's been ready, and they know it. You know, I don't know why these guys feel they got to coddle a grown man. You know, I'm tired of this Jimmy G sympathy, these sympathizers. I'm tired of it. I think it's all bullshit. He should have been gone. He should never came back this season, to be honest with you. And all the shit that we're going through, and I did say this to the Queen. I said, this is what happens when you hold on to somebody player longer than you should have. And we'd have been able to sign DJ Jones and all these guys with ease. If you get rid of this guy when you're supposed to.
Here's a name that we haven't mentioned in a week, Grant Cohn. 6 hours ago, he says, whichever team trades for Jimmy Garoppolo instantly reveals itself as the dumbest team in the NFL.
Oh, Grant, don't say that. No, let him listen. We don't want to deter people from. We don't want to deter people from trading for this motherfucker, man.
Hey, speaking of Grant, y'all see he messing with Debo again.
Oh Lord, what do he do now? What do he do now?
Debo posted.
I know Debo mad at him.
Debo posted online asking people like what was a good spot to stay, I guess, in Miami. And then Grant screenshotted it and posted it on Twitter. And he was like, oh, I forgot what the fuck he said. No, I like, come on, man. Now don't make it seem like, oh, Debo finna leave. You know, I'll get traded.
Listen, man, I'm sorry. I think if you listen to Grant, everybody gone. Kittle, he want to trade everybody and start all over. That's to me. What else could he want? Everybody that we have that's worth anything is he's finding ways to theoretically get rid of them, and why we should get rid of them, and how it makes us better to get rid of them. I'm sorry, man. I just think the guy got too much time on his hands, man. that's just how I see it, man.
Hey, Grant, he don't find his thing, man. He know if he come out and say certain things, he gonna rile the fan base up. And everybody gonna go watch his videos just to see what he said.
Yeah, clickbaiter.
He like a shot jock.
All right.
Hey, I thought Kel had to put a cutout on himself out there.
Look at my man over there branded up. Dude over there branded up, boy. Look at him.
Can y'all hear me good though?
Yeah, we can hear you, brother. We can hear you, man. But we talking about your boy, you know.
I know it's Granny on mine. Is Granny on for y'all too?
No.
Hey, look.
Salute.
Go to the sitting and slide the green screen down to like 45, 42
in that range.
It'll fill it on in.
Yeah, to take that great splash off you.
I've been sliding to the left and sliding to the right, bro. It's rough over here, boy.
We'll tell you when to stop. We'll tell you when to stop. Yeah, your boy Silverado, he over there branded up, y'all. Look at that boy. Branded up, man. But yeah, man, that's the deal. Like I said, I don't know what Grant's deal is. And I hate to talk about another content creator, but I just don't understand, like, his logic with a lot of guys, man. Like with, why should we get rid of it? Like the whole Kittle thing is like, what are you talking about?
But Grant, it be entertaining to me. It'd be funny. It'd be damn near comical.
Bro, these are homegrown players that we drafted and developed and made studs. Ours.
Right.
Are we just gonna give these motherfuckers away?
No.
Where does that make sense? Where in any sports universe does that make any kind of sense?
We gotta go get that sound bite of Martin and Gina when they moved in an apartment together and they said, ours.
Yeah, it's ours, man. These guys are ours, man. Debo, Kittle. then he said to Debo when Debo got at him, he said, Debo, you should take a book out of Kittle's book. Something, you should ask Kittle. And I'm like, no, motherfucker, you should ask Kittle. You would have been promoting that we're gonna trade Kittle crap. That was you.
Yep.
You never heard that come out of John and Kyle. You never heard them guys. You didn't hear anybody on the staff say that nonsense. So
right.
This is how I said, man. If he just wants to piss off the team, and he better be lucky his daddy is who he is, and he's able to get certain access. Because if not be for that, he wouldn't be nowhere near them guys, man. And I'm sure they wouldn't want him around them. That's not what you want to do. You don't want to create enemies in this, man. Our homegirl Denise G, and y'all know Denise don't bite her tongue, y'all. Denise says, "Perk dog, me either. I can't watch him. He's an idiot.
Yeah,
I don't get the guy, man. I don't get it, man. Brother Tyrion says he made 2 videos off of your tweets, Perk.
I wasn't going to do this, but damn it, I'm going to do it anyway.
Let's hear it.
I just want to take a moment to say, all due respect to the guy. I appreciate him, giving me the opportunity and all that. But just because I write for SI via grant, not mean by any scope of the imagination, we think the same. Because clearly we know. So,
right on.
Grant's Grant, Kev is Kev. Like that.
Kev,
you know what I'm
saying? Kev getting away from that shit.
I gotta, you want to grant meanness, you got me fucked up. I think on my own, partner.
Right on.
He is insane.
That motherfucker's insane in the membrane. Crazy like that glue, as they say.
Right.
Crazy like that glue, man. Well, let's push on along here, fellas. Me and the brother Jew, we've kicked it through the week. Jew was like the guy. He's my, my personal injury and report guy, news guy. Here coming, yo, you heard about that? I'm like, no, I ain't hear that shit. And Jew fill me in, man. But he did fill me in on this. Yeah, he did fill me in on this soundbite on with Stephen A. Based off Lamar Jackson's comment about the disrespect that African-American quarterbacks are being shown around the league. So just so you guys know, it ain't just brother Trey. It ain't just Trey.
Right.
And you got Lamar, supposedly one of the top 5 best. And he's not getting no respect with a K. All right? So here's a soundbite. Here's Stephen A. and brother Swagoo.
Hold on, though. Hold on. We ain't talking about money, bro. Like, we all acknowledge that all of those guys you just mentioned play the game at a high level. Right. I take perception different. I take perception as if a white quarterback was coming out of college that won a Heisman Trophy, they wouldn't have asked him to play a different position. Okay?
Oh,
Tim Tebow was drafted first round to the Denver Broncos.
Okay.
That's the perception I'm talking about. I'm not saying that the league is biased. Talent is being seen now by black quarterbacks. I don't believe teams are going into it and saying this guy can't play. This guy black, he can play quarterback, but we don't want to draft him because 10 years from now he might not be good if he's not an athlete. Okay. I don't believe teams are formulating their ideas like that. What I think though, perception-wise, is when athleticism runs out, this guy is not going to be a good quarterback or a good enough quarterback in order to take us over the top and win a Super Bowl.
All right. Let's give it up to my man Swagoo. Swagoo always keeps it a stack. Now, Stephen A., I didn't really get the whole, I didn't want to bore you guys with all that jibber jabber shit he was talking. He's talking about the money aspect of it, what this guy's making, what that guy's making. And Swagoo had to bring him home, man. Look, we ain't talking about the money, man. We talk about principles here, man. We are. We talking about the MVP, morals, values, and principles, man.
Right.
That's what we're talking about here. Nobody talk about a dollar, That's what Swagoo talk. Look, we ain't talking about no money, bro. That ain't what we talking about. We talking about the actual factual. Right. We're talking about the facts of the matter. Or the facts that actually matter.
And when you go listen to it, man, Swagoo come in and he tell you, man, that he said when you go look at the history of the black quarterback, when they come up in the NFL draft, they always asking these dudes to switch positions. They asking them to be a wide receiver, asking them to be a cornerback, asking them to be a running back. They want them to do everything except for be a QB. Which gets me back to Trey Lance and watching his video on ESPN last year before he got drafted, and listen to him say that every college, all these schools wanted him, position. But they only wanted him if he changed to wide receiver or running back or a tight end. And he told them no, that he was a quarterback. So that man, he had to settle for North Dakota State. It wasn't that that's where his talent level was. He wanted to be a quarterback, and then nobody wanted to give this man an opportunity to be a quarterback, and they was the only school that gave him that opportunity.
Right. Well, once again, man, shout outs to.
You've also got to look at it with Lamar Jackson's case. He's not given very much. You're asking him to basically be the running back, be the quarterback, damn near throw the ball to himself, except for Mark Andrews. You actually have talent around you, which these other quarterbacks have.
But even when
on a level field to begin with.
But go look at every football team that a black quarterback is the quarterback of. What they always be lacking, an offensive line, because they feel like, he can run around and do this and do that. So we ain't got to invest in the offensive line to protect him because he can run. But you go look at quarterbacks like Tom Brady and these boys that just stand in the pocket and they invest all of their capital, draft picks and shit into that offensive line. Hey, man, protect some of these black boys too, man. Because that was the case. Mike Vick want to stay hurt. Russell Wilson want me getting sacked 150 times a year. Deshaun Watson want me getting sacked 150 times a year. Right. Man, protect these dudes.
I would agree with that, except then we have to go back to Dak Prescott. Dallas invested heavily in that offensive line.
That offensive line was already there before Dak even got behind center. That shit was there with Romo.
Yeah, that was the thing. They protected Romo.
First couple years, they didn't ask him to do much because they depended on that running game. Now that what's his name is getting older and is more hurt, they're asking him to do a lot more with a patchwork offensive line. That's not the standard.
Yeah, Romo's back when the
he had
got
a couple
hurt.
of seasons. He had a couple.
Got to still be a backup.
But he had a couple seasons where he had taken advantage of that offensive line, and he still couldn't get him over the top.
I ain't got shit to do with that. I'm just saying the offensive line was already there when he came. When you go look at teams that got black quarterbacks, don't nobody invest in the offensive line because they feel like no boy's gonna run around and make something happen. They don't protect me. They don't protect me.
Then also with that, I mean, when you cut the fat away, you are who you are.
When you said that.
But he was protected those first couple seasons. He didn't get it done, and yet they're still paying him a whole lot of money.
Go ahead, Kevin Kill.
So Swagoo said something about the question be when the athleticism runs out, then what? Are they good enough? And you ask me, based upon who the quarterback is, it's there, but the issue is the teams and the coaching staff go into it as if it's not, and they cater the playbook to make it seem like it's not. For example, Trey Lance. You don't have to cater the playbook to him run all the goddamn time. The boy can throw the ball.
Yep. Right.
The boy to the field. Coach him to do what you need him to do. If you ask me, Trey Lance is more of a scrambler type quarterback who runs when he needs to because he wants to pass first. So if you cater a playbook towards that, it'll go well for him and everybody else. And and listen, this is where being, and I'm gonna just say it like it is. This is where being a nigga is a downfall because they feel okay. He's simply, he gonna do what the fuck he want to do. Yeah, but don't let me being a nigga cut off the fact that I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I can read, I can process.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So don't hold me hostage to my skin color, bro.
Right. Well, that's been the age-old adage.
But the one positive thing about Trey Lance that you heard from the beginning, the one thing you heard positive from the beginning with Trey Lance is his intelligence. The fact that he grasps the playbook quickly, and he never makes the same mistake twice.
Right.
But Dak Prescott was probably a bad example because all those years in that system, and he still ran the ball against us in a critical time. When you're in that system 4 or 5 years, there should be an internal clock that tells you, only a certain amount of seconds, only run so far, or get out of bounds. He didn't do that. So that's not helping his case. I don't think that's going to happen to Trey Lance at all.
Well, I've heard these guys. I've heard Trey Lance compared to everybody from Kaepernick to Jamarcus Russell. And I'm like, come on, man. Really? Really, man? Like Kaepernick, I ain't gonna be too mad. I ain't too mad at that. But
The Jamarcus Russell thing is an insult.
Yeah, come on, man. And that's what it is. Okay, so he's black. Jamarcus Russell was black, so there must be similarities.
Right.
It's bullshit. I'm sorry, Kev. You're on like a little delay over there.
See,
I'm sorry.
I can't wait until. And that, see, I know, I see that. Wow, and log in from my phone again, man. This whole, yeah. But anyway,
I tell you, but them iPhones, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, I'm an iPhone user.
First of all,
Team Android.
I'm on my phone right now, Julius.
You call him Julius?
These Samsungs over here taking care of me.
You know it's Jermaine, right?
Jermaine.
That's why I got it wrong on purpose.
Well, look, man, brother, we got the vice president of the Real Talkers here, and he says, if y'all believe teams lined up to trade for Jimmy, I got some roaches who are afraid of the dark to sell you.
Hey, Daryl.
Give it up for brother Daryl.
You gonna be
boy, man.
Hey, look. But if we pull off a big ass trade, Daryl gonna be sitting a roach selling motherfucker, boy.
Yeah, absolutely gonna be. Well, my thing is this, man. Listen, Daryl. Look, logic. I get the logic, that same logic that you have. It is Jimmy G.
Yep.
But if somebody see him as, a franchise and want to give the farm for him, who are we to say no? I mean, listen, man. I hope for what I'm hearing. I'm hoping these guys are right. We just said to Dave earlier in the show that seemed to be a kind of, for what Indianapolis with the trade scenario supposedly was. That seemed to be really rich for Jimmy. But if they're gonna give it up, hey, I'm gonna take it.
Yep.
I'm gonna take it. Not gonna say no to that. Absolutely not.
This is something I want to say too. This is what I want to say too, man. As far as the whole Trey Lance versus Jimmy G thing, right? So let's say on one hand with Jimmy, you know what you got, right?
Yeah.
On Trey Lance side, you don't know what you got.
Yeah.
Right? But you ask me, knowing what you have and it's not working is less valuable than not knowing what you have to do more. So my thing is, you finna tell me, so you finna take mediocre over a bright future? Because I'm telling
some people will.
With the proper coaching and the time and the offensive system, Trey Lance is going to be even better than any quarterback we've had. He got the intangible, he has the skill set, the athleticism. He just needs a snap.
Right.
It's only unknown because we haven't seen it on a consistent basis. But just look at the fact that he puts fear in every secondary because he is capable of the deep ball.
He can throw it, right.
He puts fear in the linebackers because if push comes to shove, he extends plays and can run past you. We did not have that with number 10. Teams were lining up in the box, licking their chops because if Jimmy held on to the ball, he was going to get sacked. Or if he throws it up the middle, you knew you were going to get one shot at that receiver with a hospital ball. That alone makes Trey Lance more valuable than Jimmy Garoppolo.
Hey, Jimmy did everything except for throw the motherfucker away. The sideline can literally be right here. He can just drop that motherfucker out of bounds. And he still just throw that bitch in the damn triple cover.
Yeah, Jimmy will look right into a DB and throw it there. So I don't get it. But listen, guys, I want to move on forward here. I've been trying to keep it been trying to keep it respectful with this guy. Hold on, Kev. Been trying to keep it respectful with this guy because of who he is to the organization, and his GOAT status. Well, he's out of line. He's out of line. We're gonna play it and we're gonna talk about it. All right? Let's do it.
How would you fix the 49ers? They only need a little bit. Trey Lance is coming in. How do you view that situation?
I think they keep Jimmy until you find somebody else. I don't think Trey's ready to play yet.
Okay.
As myself, and after talking to some of the players, it's one of those things that, if you can keep Jimmy healthy, he plays well enough to get you here.
Whoa, pro Jimmy. Joe, you're pro Jimmy.
I think, for now, yeah.
Wow.
All right, fellas, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it, and let's round robin this. Let's start with you, SK. What are your thoughts on Joe Montana's take on Brother Trey?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, sir.
Right. Can y'all hear me? We good?
Yeah, we can hear you.
First of all, Montana lost his spot to a mobile quarterback. Even though even though he wasn't a brother, Montana lost his spot to a mobile quarterback. Somebody who can move like he couldn't move. So you ask me, Montana still got a little animosity in this system. Now, in terms of the players he talked to, who you talk to, Montana? Who you talk to, Joe? If you can go as far as say you talk to certain players, who do you talk to? Because every player we've heard from sing praising for Trey.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I just played something from Ward.
This narrative,
Warner.
Understand that from a standpoint of he hasn't played much football, not only in college, but at the NFL level. I get that part, but don't say he's not really intellect. So we got a whole off season for him to get ready. And if you ask me, he's more ready now in terms of what he can do for his upside than Jimmy's ever been.
Right. Go ahead, Brother Jew.
So
before you get started, let's give Kev a round of applause for his take. Come on back to current, Joe.
See, for me, when I look at it, when Joe look at Jimmy, he see the old school pocket passer, but the game don't graduate it on from that shit. Know what I mean? We doing something different now. It's something totally different. And like Kel said, man, he lost his job to Steve, a mobile QB.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all remember, he came out when Cap was here, and he did the same shit with Cap. He ain't never bad Cap. Know what I'm saying? Even when Cap was doing good, he still was on. He was pro Alex Smith, even though Alex Smith could get out the pocket and boogie too a little bit.
Right.
But he was pro Alex Smith over Cap. So I ain't trying to say nothing about the brother, but call a spade a spade. I mean, he just ain't used to seeing no meddling back there running around at quarterback. That ain't his cup of tea.
I believe that, but he's giving me no choice, man.
He a little old, he a little up there in age, and sometimes they be stuck in their ways, and they don't like to see change.
Right on. Let's give Brother Jew a round of applause. All right, we're gonna take it up a notch. Super Dave, the OG. What say you on
that was hard to watch, and I started with him battling Steve DeBerg for the starting job way back when.
Right.
As far as big game quarterbacks, in my mind, there will be no one better than Joe Montana. And that's even comparing Tom Brady. There's no better big game quarterback than Joe Montana. Having said that, there are two names you need to keep a mind of. Ken Dorsey and Blaine Gabbert. This man said that both of those guys were the future of the 49ers, the franchise quarterbacks. Ken Dorsey, we don't even know where he is. And Blaine Gabbert, he's not even sure he's going to be the starting quarterback at Tampa Bay where he is right now.
Right.
I love the memories, Joe, but evaluation of talent right now, you're probably 20 years behind. You should just stick to NFL films and your glory days. The game has passed you by.
Oh, you done? Oh,
I'm sorry, brother. Let's give Super Dave a round of applause. All right, guys. I guess that'll wrap up with me. And Dave kind of stole a little bit of my thunder there, but yeah, I have to flash this up there. This is the same guy who said
Great
this.
minds think alike. Great minds think alike.
This is the same guy who said this. So I mean, you know what I mean? What do we say to that? What do we say? What do we say to that, man? I mean, Joe was old and out of touch, man. Severely out of touch. You know, the league, the game has taken off eons from where it was when he played. You know, you got lineback. You know, we got wide backs.
Yep.
You know, the quarterback is so much more dynamic in today's game that he could ever even imagine.
You got defensive tackles running 4.58.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's just completely out of touch, man, and don't get what it takes. Joe, in all his greatness, if he was playing in today's game, if he couldn't get his ass out that pocket, Joe would get killed. If he couldn't get out that pocket. He thought the Giants put it on him. He'd get killed in today's game. So I take that for what it is. Like I said, I got all respect in the world for him. He's a Niner great, and I'm going to leave it at that. Don't want to be disrespectful to him, but Joe, you just out of touch with this one, and I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone on that.
I'm just saying that what they was with all that negativity for all these mediocre trash-ass quarterbacks we had.
And you got so many of them.
Early 2000s, man. We had so many trash-ass dudes, and didn't nobody have this energy for them.
Right. Brother Shun says you hit the nail on the head. All right, give it up for Brother Shun. Brother Shun. Nothing much, man. Just glad to catch y'all boys live. It's been a while. Yes, Perk, it has been a while, brother.
Yes.
And like I said, we love having you on, man, and we greatly appreciate you and your support, you know. Mary, Joe Montana was an era in itself. This is a brand new. Thank you, Mary. You know,
yes.
give Mary
yes.
All right.
Perfect good say.
You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
and we don't see Joe Montana hanging around the organization like you see Jerry Rice and Steve Young and stuff like that.
Right. But he's just out of touch with today's game. He's just way out of touch, man.
Stop sticking microphones in motherfuckers' faces that don't be around the team like that.
Shit, I don't even think it's a 49ers. I just don't think he understands today's game. Because Trey ain't the only, you know, you got so many quarterbacks, you know, just about all the brothers are dynamic like that. You know, look at Josh Allen. You know, he ain't no brother, but he do the same shit. You know, you get killed if you don't move today. You will get killed sitting in the pocket trying to, you know, go through progressions every game. You're not going to 4 quarters, not playing 4 quarters like that. It's Showtime, Darryl Hicks.
Man. And that's why I said just stick to NFL reunions at the Hall of Fame and NFL film.
And I ain't got nothing but love for Joe.
Right,
you know
come on, man.
He part of one of the reasons why I love this team, man. He was throwing the ball to Jerry, you know what I mean? So, I appreciate him for that. But sometimes, man, it's best to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you out of touch with this. Showtime Darryl Hicks says Joe a made man, so I can't say much about him, but I disagree. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. I really don't want to be disrespectful, but I'm gonna leave it alone, man. But I strongly disagree. I strongly disagree. But what else did I have to? I had something else here I want to share with you guys. Where is it? All right.
To me, it's easier to take a criticism from Montana than from so-called writers that say he's not ready. That's I have more of a problem with that from somebody who's never played the game talking about it.
Right. Okay, what the hell is this shine? It's my little gold patch. But listen, guys. Also, I want to play a soundbite, from John and Kyle, on their thoughts of Trey. Okay, and the way I feel like is this: people can say whatever they want, they can think whatever they want, but if it ain't coming from these two guys, I could care less. And they have nothing but praise and positive hopes for Trey. So here's John and Kyle, y'all.
Just being around him all year, I thought he had the ability we saw in college. We know it was at a different level. We know we were very limited on the amount he got to play, especially missing the last year of COVID. So you got to go off what you see on tape and believing in the person, and we did. Having him here for a whole year, I feel stronger about that. He's got the ability to do it. He's got the mind to do it. And I think he's the type of person who can handle all the stuff that goes with him.
Yeah, I would just echo that. He is who we thought he was, and probably even stronger. You have to have a lot to you. You got to have a lot of substance to play quarterback in this league, both physically and from just a who you are standpoint. And I think Trey checks both those boxes. And what is the things that Kyle and his staff have identified for Trey on things to work with. This guy's focus, his work ethic, he'll have a plan, and it will be a comprehensive one. And and when you have the talent and you have that ability, and then I think what he showed me is that in the moments, and there were few, but he had an opportunity to go play. I saw that competitive greatness that you look for in people who are going to lead your organization.
All right.
Booyah. That says it right there, fellas. That says it right there, man. These guys are all in on Trey. They know what it is. Man.
Right.
Booyah. They know what it is. They know what they have to do.
Man, see what it was.
That's why I say, who is Joe talking to?
Kyle, he's talking to Juszczyk and Kittle. Them the only two could have told him some negative shit like that. I personally, I believe, would have told him some shit like that. Juszczyk and Kittle. I mean, I could be wrong, but I doubt it.
Right.
You damn sure ain't talk to Ayuk, I tell you that.
And you know what? I don't give a damn what Juszczyk say. I don't give a damn what Kittle say. The thing that means is it look on Kittle face, or Juszczyk face, or Ayuk face when they got overthrown when they was butt naked by Jimmy. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And Kittle, he did some hospital balls. He damn near got Kittle. He damn near got Kittle killed.
On more than one occasion.
More than one occasions. Yeah, but that's his boy. But that's your boy.
I would think just not having to go after a hospital ball with your mouth shut.
In the words of my brother, Jimmy Garoppolo keep players in the spittle. Yeah, the spittle, not the hospital, the spittle.
Mm-hmm. Mess with Kittle, mess with Jimmy if you want. You mess with Jimmy if you want. And it's so ironic that after Debo during the playoffs, when Debo endorsed him,
we're gonna put Kittle in the spittle.
Yeah, when Debo endorsed him, right after Debo endorsed him, what did he do? He threw Debo a hospital ball. Almost got Debo decapitated in the NFC Championship game. And I said to myself, I wonder what Debo got to say now.
Debo's getting all the touches. if I'm getting the touches, I'm not complaining about who the quarterback is.
Jimmy was like,
Ayuk was open at least twice every single damn game, and he never looked his way, never even thought about Brandon Ayuk. I mean, and it was glaring. I mean, we're talking touchdown open routes.
Because Brandon is running routes that he's not capable of connecting on.
Hey, my question though, was it in the first quarter or the fourth quarter?
In Brandon Ayuk's case, it was both quarters.
He is insane.
That motherfucker's crazy.
We could let that go.
Yeah, but listen, man, Ayuk, with this boy going under center, man, I'm looking to see Ayuk catch a lot of strikes. A lot of strikes, man, for Ayuk. You know, and it's like, you know, you hear a lot that, we need to look for a guy in the draft that can stretch the field. We got that with Brandon. You just couldn't see it because of Jimmy. Brandon was always that guy. I watched his college reels. That's all he did in college.
But me personally, I cannot stop imagining goddamn Christian Watson in this offense with Ayuk, Debo, and Kittle, man.
Right.
Man, 6'5", 428. Shit. Give me that.
Man, that combine was worth watching. Just seeing the receivers run that for him.
Yep.
Good Lord. And they said they had this one guy that they timed at 4.3, but when you slow down the tape, he was at 4.0, 4.1 when he crossed that line.
Hey, but they was like, even like, they were like the top, like 3 or 4 receivers wasn't even net to combine.
Right.
So, I mean, he might fall to us, man. I'm telling you.
Listen, man, from your mouth to God's ears, man. From your mouth to God's ears, brother. I mean,
but if this is, as you said last week, the time where you throw something off the wall and hope it sticks. Now, I'm hearing stuff about we might get rid of Greenlaw and Jennings in a package, which I don't agree with.
Nah, me either. Hey, Don, pull up Corey last comment.
That's the question that we need to answer.
Right.
Who the backup is going
Who
to
the damn backup going to be?
Because let's see, Denver's got a couple possibilities. Bridgewater's not staying there. Marcus Mariota still available.
Right.
You got quite a few choices there.
We need to bring somebody in that's going to basically have the same type of playing style as Trey, so we won't have to change the offense too much.
Right. And I bring up the name Tyrod Taylor because his spot in Houston is not solid. And Anthony Lynn's there. Anthony Lynn has worked with him.
Right.
That's a veteran that has presence and it could easily guide Trey. So you got a lot of possibilities there. I'm more concerned about who the backup is than where Jimmy G goes at this point in time.
Exactly. Because we don't give a damn where Jimmy goes. We just want him gone.
Right. I would trade him for some hot wings at this point.
Give me lemon pepper for me.
I'll take lemon pepper. I'll take teriyaki, whatever you got.
Whatever you got.
I'll take garlic parmesan.
I like that too.
Whatever you got, I want it.
That's right. Well, is this guy out there? He's talking about Trey's backup. What about this brother? What's my man? That was in Houston. Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor. I just mentioned him.
Yeah, I like Tyrod. I will go with Tyrod.
I don't like that salary though.
Yeah, Tyrod. Well,
$14 million's a lot for a backup.
That's a lot.
It's a healthy price.
That's a lot.
Oh God, he moved.
Yeah, man. Hey,
yeah, you
I
frozen
taking him on, bro.
That was like one of those old hostage films that you see.
I can't take him on, Dave. I can't take him on.
You had the great pissy spot behind you.
Right.
Hey, man, I can't take him on.
Hey, what was it, man?
Man, I don't know, Drew. I don't know if it's the laptop I got. I don't know what it is, man. But
you was on your laptop. Figure it out.
Yeah, man. The laptop is trash. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gonna give it to you straight. The laptop trash, but hey, my iPhone looks straight though. I'm good.
Okay, yeah.
Straight, no.
You look 4K right now.
Yeah, well, Brother Cali says he likes them Korean barbecue.
Huh? Korean barbecue's not bad.
Korean barbecue.
As long as it ain't cat dog.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, no, them motherfuckers. Yeah. You ain't gonna see no. Look, you ain't gonna see no stray cat around no. Well, let me not say that because then we'll be labeled as something. Let me not say that. See that, Drew? You almost got me messed up, man.
I don't want to sound bitter, but yesterday was a great day for our organization. Seeing Seattle implode. Not only was Wilson gone, but then Bobby Wagner was told he's going to be cut. Now Lockett is supposedly on the trading dock. And then DK Metcalf.
Everything must go.
They're in a straight rebuild now.
One of the teams that Wagner is linked to
Denver.
is us. So let me ask this question. We talked about Jennings and Greenlaw being gone in the package. If Wagner's available, do you go after the 32-year-old and put him with Warner, or do you give him a pass?
Let's round robin this. Let's round robin this question.
I mean, this could potentially, if it were to happen, I compare it to the days of P. Willie and Bowman.
But are you gonna get Wagner? Because man, we know Fred gonna be our middle linebacker.
Exactly.
So which spot you gonna put Wagner in?
But do you change the scheme?
Hold on. Now, good question. Now, it means at DC, if I know I already got All Pro Fred in the middle, and the way we run our defense, you can be wise at will, and we still be good.
Right.
Because we run nickel a lot. Now, my thing is, with Warner being younger, I'll put Wags in the middle and Warner at the wheel because he's chasing, tight ends and maybe receivers and all that.
And Wagner's better at going to the quarterback.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, Greenlaw, you asked me, Greenlaw was going to be a catcher anyway, especially with the way Aziz been playing.
Right.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So I hate to see it like this. I mean, but in the event he wants to come to the Bay and we got the money for it.
Hell yeah, you take that. Absolutely.
Have you?
Come on, man. We ain't stupid now.
Led the NFL in tackles the last couple seasons.
Right.
Both of them.
Yes.
Homeboy, you heard look. Yes. Yes. Let's get to Carmela's comment down here, guys. She says Grant Cohn always starting shit. Debo inquired about some real estate in Miami, so Grant said he's leaving the Niners. Debo told folks to chillax.
Forget the fact that Debo is from the South. In South
Carolina. On Facebook. I said maybe he want to buy a house down there. The real estate is booming right now.
Everybody ain't got to stay out in the Bay.
Listen,
and it's Florida. It's tax free. I mean,
yeah. Grant's he's got to chill out, man. Like I said, I mean, you hate to talk about another content creator, but the guy's got too much time on his hands, man. I think he's just throwing a lot of shit against the wall to see what sticks. And for those
what up to Cinnamon Kiss? She's in the building.
Yeah, hey,
what's going on, Sister Sam?
And now that it's going on Sister Sam, and now that y'all can hear me regular now, I'm not looking like a sitcom type broadcast. I want to say again, me and Grant ain't got shit to do with each other in terms of our thoughts. Read my articles, read my tweets. I'm Kev, Grant, and I appreciate Grant for the opportunity and all that, but nah, don't tie me to Grant just because I write for him. Don't do that. Read my shit first, and then come back and highlight me.
Right on.
Right.
But don't trip though, because soon I'm gonna be writing for Real Talk, Niner Talk. Stand by.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Brother Perk says, the Cali, nothing much, dog. Just chilling, staying sucker free out here. As always. The other comment, people are dumb as hell, man. Hey, man, what we gonna do, man? You can't stop people from being who they are. If they want to be stupid, they're gonna be stupid, man.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
Stupid is what stupid does.
It's the unfortunate truth, man. You can't stop somebody from being what they want to be. And if they want to be stupid, ain't nothing we can do about that. But with that being said, fellas, got a new one.
Hey.
Okay.
And we
out.
Time to repaint the walls with the new era.
New era, baby. Trey era. But listen, man, I want to thank all the Real Talkers for showing up and showing out tonight. We appreciate you guys more than you know. Let's give it up for our Real Talkers. Yeah. And I want to give a special shout out. Silverado Cab, Prince of the South, Jew the Great, from the Southwest, here in spirit. King Sersky, Dollar Bill Will, and Super Dave, the OG, the Real Talk 90 Talk crew, y'all. Give it up for my guys. Thank you guys for another great broadcast.
Hey, man, look.
Most relatable.
Seahawks Eddie just pulled up. Let's give him a hug, man.
You know what? We know what you're going through. We know what you're going through. We've been there before. Just hang in there.
Exodus.
Yo, killing me with this.
That's gonna be Seahawks Eddie for a while.
Yo, killing me with this.
Hey,
keep in mind, Pete Carroll is 71 years old. He ain't gonna be around too much longer either.
As he shouldn't. But hey, guys, real quick, I want to give a shout out to our boy and partner, Big Lou at Get 'em Boy and Grand Like Pros. Give it up for them guys. Get 'em Boy and Real Talk. And like we always say around this time, stay faithful, but more importantly, stay real. Because if you're not real, it makes no sense to be faithful. Get us out of here, Jill.
Hopefully, by this time tomorrow, we have some good news coming. That Jimmy D is gone somewhere. I don't give a damn where he goes. Just take him somewhere. Other than that, man, awesome show, fellas, man. Kev, I'm glad to see you in 4K, my brother.
Yeah.
Hey, man, for real, man.
Hey, just remember, man, you get that green screen up, put it on like in between 42 and 46, somewhere up and down.
I did that, man. This laptop trash.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's the laptop and he's sticking to it.
But man, other than that, awesome show, man. Listen, man, let's just pray for this fan base and hopefully Trey can win these people over, man. Let's stop being so hard on the young man. He ain't even got out there and showed us what he can do yet for a full season. When he get out here and win the Super Bowl, remember who you are. Don't celebrate. You been not asked to touch the trophy or none of that shit.
Nothing.
Let's also pray.
Don't come to the parade.
Also pray for Prague because this is his time of the year.
And to all my Jimmy sexuals, we got Don and Dave. They printing up your transfer papers. So as soon as Jimmy
get out of here. Go with him. Wherever he at, go with him. Please go with him. And I mean it. Go with him.
I'm just ready to put the ink on the city he selects. That's all that needs to be left. That's all that's left.
Go get your Colts jersey.
Pack your bag. Whatever you got to do.
Mm-hmm. Get your Washington shit. Whatever. Look,
whatever.
Man.
Colts, Steelers.
Get your Pittsburgh shit.
Whatever.
That's right.
Take your ass with it.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Y'all be great to hear. Well, hey, look, we wish you luck over there, wherever you going. You know.
I even got number 10 on there.
Hey man, look, we up here cutting the food, man. Shit, let's just hope he gone tomorrow, man. When I go to sleep, I want to wake up smiling. Oh, it looks so good. That thing
I want to open my gold bar tomorrow. Jimmy, come on through.
But shit, man, look. Niner gang over everything, man. We out, man. Make sure y'all rock with us that week.
See what it is.
To the Trey Lance haters. Shut up and wait for the next game. That.
Welcome to the Nana Empire. What up, Spartans? Spartans. Building. Empire. Nana Empire.
Spartans of the night, baby, what's the plan?
49ers. Niner Empire. 49ers. Niner Empire. 49ers. Niner Empire.
It's another 49ers
Empire. We them Niners, Spartans of the night, Nana Empire. Gold-blooded loyalty, desire. Red and gold, black, no the attire. 49ers, Empire. Don't rush. Spartans of the night, baby, what's the plan? What's your progression? Yo, we came to win. It's the kickoff, what's the position? Vince Lombardi, the decision, Super Bowl intentions. Heavy combat, 3-4-4-3 contact. Defensive compact, offensive cortex. We on a mission, gold mine, golden eye vision. Competition raising high, 49 adrenaline. Winning with class, cover zone pass protection. Linebacker blitz, pass interception. Turnover, new face, new direction. Pistol formation, runner shoot, not a confection. We on Titans, legacies connection. Empire for hire, no bandwagon suggestions. Live and learn the lessons, the legends question. Essence of warriors, winning like champions. Die hard, faithfully, this is our confession. We came to win, baby, that's our profession. Hey, we them Niners, Spartans of the night, Nana Empire. Gold-blooded loyalty, desire. Red and gold, black, no the attire. 49ers, Empire. Don't rush. Spartans of the night, baby, what's the plan? What's your progression? Yo, we came to win. Running back, sweep left, audible right. NFL game time.